What's good, family? What's good? It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. I'm going to hit y'all up for week 7. Let you know what my picks are. Let you know what my potential locks are for this week. Now, starting off, we got Detroit going to Atlanta. Atlanta get their first win of the year last week, playing against a Vikings team that's been as much as Atlanta's been a disappointment, the Vikings has been even bigger disappointment. They have a bye week this week. But Detroit gets Atlanta. We're going against two suspect defenses. I think Atlanta's a little more opportunistic, as you saw last week. Their coach and GM's been fired. I expect Detroit's coach to be fired at year's end. Matt Patricia's done. And I think Atlanta's going to have more success against their defense than Detroit will have against theirs. I expect a good game. I expect Atlanta to win by a touchdown. 37-30. I'm taking Atlanta. Now, there's been a lot of talk this week about the 4-2 Browns and Baker Mayfield, and I understand for a 4-2 team, they got a lot of scrutiny, right? And this is the Cleveland Browns we're talking about them. Them being 4-2 should be an upgrade, but there's a lot of talent on that football team. That's a very talented football team when I look at, especially with the adjustments they made to the offensive line. I'm saying drafting a tackle, from Alabama, signing the other tackle. But the one team they do whip up on is Cincinnati Bengals. When you look at the talent for talent, it's not a comparison. Quarterback for quarterback, that's a different conversation. Even though Joe Burrow is a rookie, I think team would be far more confident having Joe Burrow as their quarterback on a rookie deal than Baker Mayfield. But talent for talent, I have to go with Cleveland. I think Joe Burrow is going to meet one of the baddest men in the league once again. His name is Myles Garrett. And I'm taking Cleveland. Steelers at Titans. I thought the Titans would be good this year. I didn't think they'd be this good. But losing their left tackle for the year, Taylor Lewan, one of the best in the game, is going to be a problem. I want to see how the Steelers defense, even though they're great against the run, how they hold up against Tennessee. And I say that, and it's sad that they don't have Taylor Lewan for this week. But I say that for this reason, and they beat you. It's a war of attrition. They make sure, even when it's not successful early, if the game is close, Derrick Henry gets his carries. And like I told y'all last year, it's the same thing this year. Derrick Henry leads the NFL in business decisions. Nobody wants to tackle this guy. You may be pumped up in the first quarter to tackle him. Come fourth quarter, that 240 coming at you with 4.4 speed, you start thinking shit. You start thinking about your future, how you going to feel going home at night. You start thinking some shit. And I wouldn't be lining up to tackle. I can tell you that shit. I'll keep it all the way 1,000 with you. Know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting, especially as Ben admits he hasn't really played well. But I think Pittsburgh right now is better on both sides of the ball than Tennessee is. Tennessee has a decent defense, not a great defense. Pittsburgh has a great defense. And a better than decent offense. Tennessee has a great offense with a decent defense. I like both coaching staffs. I'm going to give a slight edge, ever so slight edge, to the Steelers. I'm taking the Steelers. We got the Panthers at the Saints. I finally take the Panthers and they lose last week. But Panthers are a very good football team. I like what they're doing. They're trying to rebuild and win at the same time. I always respect the organization that does that in any sport. I love what they're doing. I'm happy for Teddy Bridgewater. But the fact that you have Sean Payton and the Saints coming off a bye, Michael Thomas being back, he said it himself he was going to be back. I'm taking the Saints. We got the Bills at the Jets. Do I really even need to say anything? I mean, really, do I really need to say anything? The only question is, can the Jets rile up enough spirit to cover the 10-point spread that Buffalo has on the road? But who's going to win? Really? It's nothing to talk about. Cowboys at Washington. Cowboys are just utter disappointment. A complete and utter disappointment. But it's happy to me. Good for me because I love to see the Cowboys lose. Love seeing the Cowboys get shellacked. And the way their offensive line playing, they going against that front four in Washington. Oh, yeah. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy motherfucking day. Talent for talent, you would have to go with the Cowboys. But that's not the issue with the Cowboys. Now we got players calling out the new coach and all types of fuck shit. I'm taking Washington just to see Dallas suffer. I'm taking Washington. Now we got the Packers at the Texans. Packers at the Texans. Packers don't have a great defense. What they can do is be optimistic, force turnovers, get sacks, things of that nature. And I expect A-Rod and Devontae Adams to be more on the same page than what they were last week. The Texans, however, are going to be able to score some points. Their defense is atrocious, though. They've had so many years with J.J. Watt and great defenses, never giving them quarterback. And now they had resources on offense, but then they depleted those resources on offense. I'm glad they got rid of Bill O'Brien so they can start afresh. But that defense needs help. I'm taking the Packers. Now the premier game, you got the Bucks at the Raiders. I would have taken the Raiders with their good offensive line, but the fact that the entire offensive line is not even getting to practice time right now because of the COVID procedures, it's iffy if those 5 guys are going to play. And you going against the Bucks, if y'all remember, in the offseason, the most important thing I said in Tom Brady signing there, we have all those offensive weapons. Are they going to re-sign Ndamukong Suh? Are they going to re-sign Shaq Barrett? Are they going to re-sign Jason Pierre-Paul? Guess what? They re-signed all of them. And now you're seeing the manifestations of that. That defense is real. That pass rush is real. They signed Antonio Brown. So the rich get even richer as far as giving Tom Brady targets. Guys that playmakers he can get the ball to. I would have liked to see him in Green Bay. I'm actually disappointed that Green Bay did not make a move for him. Don't be surprised if A-Rod's a little disappointed behind that. He really could have used him. Really could have used him. I guess they don't want that kind of guy in Green Bay, Wisconsin, or whatever. But shit. The A-Rod needs him. You put him with Devontae Adams? Don't get me started. He's not going to play this week, obviously, but because of those reasons, offensive line issues, got to deal with that Tampa defense. I'm taking the Bucks. You got to go with the Bucks. Chiefs at Broncos. Broncos have played a lot of teams tough, but the fact that the Chiefs now are committing to the running game when teams are dropping 7, 8 men in coverage, daring them to run, leaving only like 5 guys in the box, 4 guys in the box. They're daring them to run, and now you got the rookie running back to team up with Le'Veon Bell. You're putting Le'Veon Bell behind another stout offensive line? Are you fucking serious? The last thing Patrick Mahomes needs is a fucking running game. You can't stop this motherfucker. It is. Now you're going to give him a running game? Can't be serious. Can't be serious. Got to take the Chiefs. You got the 49ers at Pats. You know, Jimmy G, Garoppolo. Bounced back, had a good game last week. God bless him. Now he comes back to where it all got started in New England. And I think the Patriots need this game. If they have any shot of making it to the playoffs. When you look at the top teams in the AFC, the top teams in the NFL, top 5 teams, you go Chiefs. You got to talk about the Ravens. You got to talk about the Titans. You got to talk about the Steelers. These are all teams that are in most people's top 5s, the top 6. I'm saying the AFC is loaded. So if you want a chance of making it to the playoffs, Belichick and company, I especially have to lose it to the Broncos last week, winning the game. Gotta win the games you should win. After that, you gotta take care of business and win this week. You need to. No excuses. Gotta get a win. I'm taking the Patriots. You got the Jags at Chargers, which may be my lock this week. Follow me on Insta, I'll let you know. The fact that I wasn't a big Justin Herbert fan coming out of college. Every year there's a quarterback to me that gets picked high because of measurables, a la Mitchell Trubisky. and we see how that's going for him. But we see how that's going for him. But when when you have a quarterback like Justin Herbert, who he seemed like that kind of quarterback who just got picked because his measurables are great. You know, he does great in the underwear Olympics or whatever. But when you see him on the field, it's a whole different story. This dude has gone toe to toe against Patrick Mahomes, Drew Brees, and Tom Brady, and did not blink, and showed out in each game. And if it wasn't for his defense, he would have won each game. Not him in the offense, because of his defense, which they spent a lot of money on. When you think about that, that's crazy. And I told you I'm beginning of the season, that's a team can go anywhere from 5-11 to 11-5, based all upon the quarterback play. This kid Justin Herbert has really, really impressed me. He's impressed a lot of people so much where they're starting to ask the question, damn, is he better than Tua? And it's looking like a legitimate question right now. That's how good he's played. So he's played against these guys, going gun to gun and got wins. Now he's playing against a sorry-ass Jacksonville team. He's playing at home against Gardner Minshew and the sorry-ass Jacksonville Jaguars. And guess who I'm taking? Chargers. Seattle against Arizona. Seattle's coming off a bye week. Yes, they're traveling to Arizona. But Pete Carroll, Russell Wilson coming off a bye. Arizona's defense is opportunistic at best. I'm really disappointed that Isaiah Simmons is not even getting playing time. You're not even getting playing time. Like, you're not even getting reps. That don't look good. But that doesn't look good. But I'm taking Arizona. I'm sorry. I'm taking Seattle. I'm taking Seattle to start season 6-0. Last but not least, Monday night, the Bears and the Rams. Y'all know how I feel about the Mac Daddy, Khalil Mack. Y'all know how I feel about that Bane in football cleats, Aaron Donald. But I'm in Chi-Town right now, baby. I'm in Chi-Town. Dollar bill. Chi-Town. Hit them country bum nothing. So I'm taking the Bears. Those are my picks. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. I'm out. Salute.